Hello again, everyone. Hope you're well on this. I think it's Tuesday. If you ever had one of those days where it's like, I don't even know. I think it's Tuesday, but I'm just going to go with that. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's early evening. Sun is setting here near Athens, Georgia, and I'm going to head home soon. But I wanted to bring a video to you guys, definitely, before it gets too dark in here, or out here, rather. 48 degrees. Been a nice day. Been mostly sunny out here. Several things to cover. There's a lot of chatter going on about December 19th. And I'm really not certain why, but I'm going to get y'all's opinion on that too. There's a lot of people talking about December 19th. There's going to be something big happens. I don't know. These people throw out dates, and I think it just catches fire. Anyway, I'll go more into that. Also, this Zach Brown band, dude. I'm going to talk about that. There's some video going around that he did about one of his concerts in Las Vegas at that Sphere. Man, y'all, I got some opinions about that one. Stay tuned for that. I got a terrific passage I'm going to share with you. First, we need to prepare too for this, and I'm open to suggestions on how to prepare for this, but artificial intelligence is it's going to really accelerate. It's in the news a lot, I know, but some updates there I'm going to go into. But first, China. This is how China deals with crime, y'all. This story came out, I forget where, I think maybe the Daily Mail, I can't remember, to tell you the truth, but a former Chinese banker, was brought up on charges, was found guilty of accepting bribes while managing the China Hurong International Holdings. Over 116 million, I guess 116 million in bribes. The government said that he severely harmed the state's interest, and had significant social impact. So, took a lot of bribes. He was apparently caught, charged, and he is guilty. His sentence is execution. No probation, nothing like that. He will be eliminated. That's what they do in China. I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm not saying you got to do all that here. I'm just saying that, I tell you what, their crime rate's probably fairly low. I'm guessing. I did see a short video one time of a guy that does some videos out of one of those large cities. I can't remember. It wasn't Shanghai. It wasn't one of the large cities. Anyway. And he was talking about how the crime is so low there. He said, I can leave this bag of clothes that I bought. I can leave this bag right here on the street. It'll be here next week. It'll be here in the morning. Nobody will pick it up because there's just very little crime here. I see why. I see why. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Silver. Woo. Silver soared up, y'all. It is right now valued at, well, over $60. Now, when I looked right before I started recording, it was $61.17, y'all. Silver per ounce. $61.17 for an ounce of silver, y'all. Think about it. I didn't check gold, but and I believe this is two things. I believe that this is an indicator. I think it's a telling about our economy. And I believe it's something that holds value. And you really ought to think about getting some. You really should. I don't push people, the firms who sell this stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, wouldn't be a bad idea to get a little bit. I think it's a reasonable type of something to hold that holds value, right? Okay, the way the economy is and the way it's going. All right, take that how you will. The Department of War, the Pentagon is unleashing, according to Hegseth, is unleashing I call it Gen. I don't know if they meant general, but AI. It's the future of American warfare. They're using Google Gemini, which must be fairly new. It's going to be in the hands of all military personnel. And they're calling this Google Gemini. They say it's the most powerful tool as far as artificial intelligence, and right now, at least, with military. Y'all, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Kind of related to that, the British government is planning to implement surveillance measures capable of analyzing movements and emotions of people in public spaces. They say this will help prevent crimes. Prevent crimes. Think about that. Surveillance measures capable of analyzing movements and emotions in public spaces. This is raising concerns about privacy and the extent of government oversight. Well, yeah, you think? Just a little bit. They say they're already using facial recognition technology. They're doing that here too, y'all. Y'all don't think for a second they're not going to do that here. They're already doing it. It's here too. But yeah, that's another thing to deal with, right? Should we just all we need to wear just coverings or something, I guess. If you want to be totally anonymous. And even then, you're probably not, right? The European Central Bank is preparing for a potential issuance of digital euro, the digital euro, by 2029. There is a pilot program that will do some initial transactions that could start as early as the middle of 2027, y'all. Prepare. Digital euro. You think that's just going to be there? You don't think that's coming here? Think again. It's coming. I think they're all coordinated, actually. That's my opinion. But that's coming, y'all. Getting close to 2030, that year they always mention, right? What is it they say? You'll own nothing and like it. Yeah, on schedule, huh? There's a lot of chatter about December 19th. Some people are saying Epstein files. No, I'm not even thinking about that anymore. I think about it. I think it's a tragedy that we don't know more information, personally. But it's awful, terrible. Other people think it could be disclosure of non-human intelligence. I don't know. More distractions, probably. More like it. That is that 3i Atlas, that comet that's been running through our solar system. They say that that's about the time that it will make its closest approach to Earth. There's all kind of rumors about what that is. Who knows? We don't know. I would say do not be deceived. Be careful with this. Do not be deceived. They're going to put a show. I've been saying this for a while. And maybe it will be on the 19th. They're going to put a show on for you. And it could look very spectacular and tell you all kind of tall tales. I believe that's coming, y'all. But we need to stay grounded in reality and in our faith, because as we know, this is just part of the spiritual battle. And it's accelerating. I'm telling you, it's happening. Do not be deceived. Many will be deceived. It is written in the Bible, many will be deceived, even the elect. Even many of the elect will be. Deceptions. Let's just be careful with that. Be careful with that. This Zach Brown. Now, people were talking about it, and I watched a clip of it. I couldn't watch it very long, y'all. Apparently he was doing or is doing some concerts out in Las Vegas at that Sphere, that big, like an amphitheater, but it's like a visual, like a huge, think big screen TV, like monster big, you know. I've seen little videos of it, but y'all, I don't even rightly know how to really describe it, but the little video of it that I watched is, they're putting on a concert, and it's country music. I'm hearing country music, but the visuals are of, it's hell. It's like, it's hell. I can't, you just need to, I can't even accurately describe this. If you just Google Zac Brown, if you haven't seen it already, Zac Brown Band, and that's what I did. Zac Brown Band, concert, Las Vegas Sphere, at the Las Vegas Sphere, or Las Vegas. It'll come up. Videos will come up. It's disgusting. It's vile. It's gross. It's grotesque. It's like they're, I don't know if they're glorifying hell, if they're worshiping it. You tell me. But it is awful. It is awful. And I, you know, you're looking at this, but you're hearing country music, and I'm like, this don't go together. I mean, I'm not a huge country music fan. It's all right. You know, personally, I'm more of an 80s rock person, but you know. But you know, I don't know, when I hear country music, I think about the country, like the country, and the like I don't know, like pastures and farms and people, like people, you know. You know, it's so gross. It's terrible. What in the world? What is wrong with people? But you know, this is a trend. This is going on, especially with these Hollywood, the performers, the celebrities. It seems like they have this. It appears, yes, that they have a fascination. They're obsessed with hell, devil stuff. I want no part of that, and I will call it out, and I rebuke it. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke it. It's not good, not proper. It isn't. You don't glorify that. You don't bring that up. You don't make a big deal out of that and act like you glorifying it or something. It's just terrible. I don't know. I don't have words, the proper words right now. Shouldn't be obsessed with that kind of stuff. I feel like I should go to the passage now. But no, I watched a minute or two of that video, and I felt like I needed to have a shower. I needed to go wash my hands, use wipes, wipe my eyes out. Y'all, wow. All right, I'm going into, let's see, Ephesians. Whew. Ephesians. Let's speak about this in Ephesians a little bit. Ephesians chapter 5, starting in verse 4. See that no one deceives you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience. Therefore do not become partners with them. Down in verse 11, do not participate in the useless deeds of darkness, but instead expose them. For it is great disgraceful even to speak of these things which are done by them in secret. But all things become visible when they are exposed by the light, for everything that becomes visible is light. For this reason it says, awake, sleeper, and arise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. And Christ will shine on you. Yes, amen. Let's keep our focus on Christ, staying close to Jesus, his light, because he is the light. Let's let that shine on us instead of this foolishness, all right? And call it out. Share your thoughts. If you like the video, hit the like button. We sure appreciate it, y'all. We just appreciate you being here. I just appreciate you watching the video. You know, I'm not going to ask you to buy and click that and all that kind of stuff. I'm not, you know, it's okay. Hey, you know, folks who do that, fine. But it's just not what I do. But, you know, that's okay. Anyway, let's be safe. Let's be careful out there. Stay close to Jesus. God bless you. I'll see you soon.